Hello, guys, and welcome back. All right, so we are starting off with Aries. Aries, we, I'm gonna say we. The song that I have for you is "How to Save a Life" by The Fry, and it's interesting the way that this song came through because it's not so much. It's not necessarily this energy. And before we get into the water and fire, I'm just trying to like put into words what it is that came out, right? There is this energy of you letting someone or something go, right? Whether this is an outdated way of thinking, or this is a space that you used to or that you are a part of, right? um it's weird because it's like there is this energy of you wanting something new, or of you going towards something new, and it's almost kind of letting go of someone or a situation or a job or something like this allows you to kind of like save yourself. There is this energy of something that has been draining you or has been taxing on your energy. Whether it is that I feel like some of you have been giving too much of yourself to a situation, whether it's at work or a relationship with somebody else. And when we talk about relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, right? This can be a platonic relationship as well. But this energy of like needing to rise to this new opportunity, or to this energy of wanting to start new or wanting to take a leap into the new, is only going to occur if you allow yourself to let go, right? To let go of whatever is no longer serving you. So for the next 3 to 4 weeks, that's really where your energy or your focus should be on, is on letting go of these things, whether these are behaviors, right? Some of you have behaviors of starting things and not following through. So you kind of like, let's say, and this is just an example, guys, some of you start to exercise and it's like you're going for it for like about a week, and then it's like, a week later you're just like, ah, whatever, I'm done with this. It's almost kind of like this energy of like easily getting bored with things. So you're being asked to like, whatever it is that you're going to start, or whatever it is that you are wanting this new beginning in, you have to follow through, right? So that energy of halfway through getting bored, or halfway through letting things just kind of like fall apart, needs to be addressed. So this energy of you procrastinating, right? Or you being dissatisfied, or I don't know. It's kind of like you just lose interest in things very fast, right? And the question is, why is it that you're losing interest in things, right? Why is it that something that all of us like it's almost kind of like you work or you prep or you go towards something, and then it's like the minute that you're in the energy, you're just like, is oh, okay. So I'm getting this energy is like you like the energy of chasing, or the energy of the challenge, right? Of the challenge of trying to achieve something or trying to get to something. But it's like once you achieve it, or once you get to it, you stop. And then you're trying to look for like another challenge, or you're trying to look for something new. And it's kind of like, I am all for new challenges. I am all for like new adventures, trying new things. But sometimes we have to remember that in order to achieve something, in order to really allow yourself to see that goal or that dream or whatever it is all the way through, you have to learn to have discipline, right? Discipline within yourself, and discipline in what it is that you're doing. So if you're telling yourself that you're going to do something, you need to learn how to follow through, and follow through till the end. Because this energy of like leaving things halfway has not worked for you, and has had you stagnant, has had you in a space where then you're questioning whether you're following the right path or not. But the reason why you're not seeing any success, or why you haven't seen any success in the past in these areas, is because when you're in it, you just kind of drop it. And I'm not, in no way, guys, and I'm being completely honest, in no way is this meant to like, I'm not meaning to say this for you to feel attacked or anything like that. I'm just calling it as it is. A lot of the times we have to, how can I put it this way? Not always is someone else going to come and reflect back to us what it is that we have to address. A lot of the times we have to go ahead and take that time and really face the mirror and really say, okay, these are the things that I want. Why haven't I achieved them? Why am I not further along? And a lot of the times, or a lot of the reasons why we are not further along, or why you're not there, is because you yourself have been jeopardizing yourself. You yourself are standing in your way. And a lot of the things that you have to learn in this season, Aries, is to follow through with things. The same, it's almost kind of like you have to remember that you're not always going to have the same passion for something, right? Sometimes the passion starts to drizzle, right? The passion starts to kind of like wither away, whether it's in a romantic relationship, because I feel like for some of you this is romantic. Some of you are feeling like the person that you're with is almost kind of feeling like there's a disconnect or something like that. But you have to remember that anything that is worth to you, right? Anything that is worth your while, anything that is worth your time is going to require some type of work, right? Because otherwise we don't learn. Otherwise we kind of just stay stuck in the same place, right? So there is this reevaluating what it is that you actually want to work with, what it is that you actually want to stick with, and actually doing it. This energy of in and out that you have, whether again is with yourself, whether it's with your career or a significant other, this energy needs to be stopped. And what I mean by that is that you're gonna have to take accountability for the fact that you sometimes drop the ball without seeing something to the end. And that's pretty much the energy that I'm picking up for you, really, when it comes to like these next 3 to 4 weeks. So let's go ahead and see if we see anything specific. For some of you, there is a relationship that you're questioning whether to stay in or to walk away from. It's almost kind of like you feel that you're giving so much of yourself and you're not receiving anything back. For a lot of you, this is a romantic relationship, but not for all of you. And the question is, are you ready to move on, or are you still hoping for things to change? Because in all honesty, this energy doesn't seem like it's going to change. It's almost kind of like what you see is what you're getting, and what you're getting is as good as it gets, to be honest with you. Now, that doesn't mean that down the line, 6 months, a year from now, the energies are going to change. But for this period, for this time, for this cycle, there is no change in the energy. It is more about, again, that the self-reflection, that energy of reflecting as to what it is that you want to invest in and what it is that needs to be let go of. Because I feel like a lot of you stay in situations that should have ended. And then the things that, because it's not so much because they're easy, it's because you're comfortable, they're familiar, right? And when we get into a space when we are all about comfort and things that are familiar, we tend to get ourselves stuck a little. And that's kind of like what is coming up in your energy. It's kind of like you're doing the reverse. The things that you're meant to let go of, you're trying to hold on to. And the things that you're supposed to be holding on to, these new opportunities, these new starts that you're being led to, you're almost kind of like grabbing them and letting them go. And it's like, the self-reflection really needs to come into play this month, especially before the end of the year, so that you're not restarting or repeating a cycle again. And remember, and it's almost kind of like you guys have to be reminded that letting go of individuals in your life or situations or places, whatever it is not meant to isolate you, right? It's not meant to keep you alone or to keep you down or anything like that. It is the opposite. It's making room, it's making space so that you can connect with people that are in alignment with where it is that you're headed. And a lot of the times when we're in the middle of these transitions, right, that fear, right, can creep in, and we allow it to take hold. And then it's like it's almost kind of like you want to negotiate. Well, if I have this, then I'll let go of this. And it's like, that's not the way that it works, right? If you're being asked, the spirit is asking you to let go of something, you let go. Is this surrendering energy that you have to learn to really pay attention to, and you have to learn to really listen to, because a lot of you are wanting to bargain with spirit, and it's kind of this energy of like, no, we're not doing that. It's just, seriously, the way that it's coming up is like, no, we're not doing that. Where is the faith? Where is the trust? Where is the surrender in spirit? If you're walking a certain path, and if you started to walk a certain path, there had to be at some point faith in what it is that you were going to. There had to be faith in where it is the spirit is taking you. So why is it now all of a sudden when it comes to a specific individual, you're trying to bargain? Because that's the way that it's coming up. Some of you are trying to bargain your way to either stay in a situation that spirit is telling you that is no longer serving you. For those of you that this is romantic, it's like, take a couple of minutes and really be honest with yourself as to what it is that this person brings into your life. Not what it is that you wish this person brings into your life. Not the illusion of how you wish things to be. Be honest with how this person actually is showing up in your life. All right, let's go ahead and let's see if we have anything else that wants to come through. Yeah, there is a sense, again, you're giving and you're feeding into an energy, and you're expecting this return that it's not coming. You're a lot of you are infatuated with an illusion of what something could be, right? You're infatuated with the illusion of how someone could be. It's almost kind of like you're infatuated because you're not in love, if this is romantic, because you're infatuated with the illusion of this person's potential, this person's with the possibility of this person changing. And we always have to remember that we're not here to change anyone. If we want anything to change in our surroundings and our reality, we have to take that look into ourselves, and we have to make the changes within ourselves that we wish to see in the world, right? So a lot of you are really hoping for someone to change, or really hoping for someone to change their mind or something like that, and you're coming to realize that that's not the way that it works, right? If something is no longer serving you, if a relationship, a connection is no longer serving you, you need to let it go. And I know it's easier said than done, right? It is definitely easier said than done, but it's like there's nothing that you can do to fight for something or fight for someone that is not meant to be in the next cycle, that is not meant to be in your life anymore. And a lot of you are having a hard time with realizing that and accepting that when it comes to a connection with somebody else. Some of you are wanting somebody to give back, or you're wanting a situation or a person to give back to you what it is that you invested. But you have to remember, people can only give from where it is that they are at, right? So if a person already has a cup that is half full, and you have a full cup, and you're giving from an overflowing cup, let's put it this way, if you're giving from an overflowing cup, you're going to give a lot more. If a person is trying to give from an empty cup or a half cup, they're going to give less. And unfortunately, at this period in time, the two of you are not giving from the same type of energy. And that is just that is just the way that it's coming up. And you're just being told to really allow yourself to let go, to save yourself in the situation. And when I say save yourself, it's not that your life is in an immediate danger or anything like that, but it's like, how much longer can you put your life on hold for someone else to change? Let's go ahead and let's get an oracle card to end the reading. Work through your fears. So there is and this is a new moon in Scorpio. So work through your fears. Again, there is this energy of like fear that is almost kind of like keeping you stuck within a situation, within a relationship, or something that is no longer serving you, and you have to really face what it is that this situation is for you, and really allow yourself to let go, because some of you are afraid that if you let go of this situation, whether it's a job, a person, a house, whatever it is, it's almost kind of like you feel like you're going to be left without, but in reality all you're doing is opening up the space for something new, for something more. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you at this moment. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Mwah! Bye bye.